Hey folks, so we have another box break here. We have the Donruss 1992 Major League Baseball puzzle cards. It comes with puzzle cards. Series 1. I found this at a card shop out in Chattanooga. I'll give a shout out. Those, I think, All Star Sports Cards in Chattanooga. Awesome place. They have a ton of stuff. They have an awesome website you can order from. So I just want to give a shout out to those guys. Anyway, so they had a couple of these. I think I picked it up for about $30 or so. I'm only going to open up one box today, so this video is not, running into 2 hours, but I'll open another one up in the near future. But it looks like I've never opened up one of these before. Back in the 90s, I was pretty much, top stadium club or upper deck. That was pretty much all I could afford. So this is going to be pretty much a new experience for me when it comes to the world of Donruss. But I do have a Series 2 as well. I bought a few of those, and so I'll be opening up as well. But it looks like as this is back when the days when they started putting in a lot of autographs and stuff into the cards in order to compete with each other a little bit better. So it looks here for this one they had some Cal Ripken cards with autographs in them. So I have no idea how many have been found or what have you, but I'll give it a shot. See if we can find a Cal Ripken card. I highly doubt we're gonna find that, but we'll probably see some other good ones out there. Maybe a Bo Jackson or a Ken Griffey Jr. or anybody else out there. So let's go ahead and get it started. But first, if you like watching these videos, feel free to hit the like button. You can always subscribe, help support the channel. So I've only been around for a couple of weeks now. I'm trying my best to put these out once a week. So let's go ahead and get this started. So I don't have a razor just yet, so I have a pair of scissors. I'll probably get an X-Acto knife over the next week or so. But there we go. But I mean, the box looks like it's in pretty decent shape. Doesn't look too banged up, so that's a good sign. So where we're not going to have banged up cards on the inside. One of the things I ran into a while ago was I bought a box of Clear Ultra, and the box was a little bit banged up, and sure enough, all the cards inside were beat up as well. So nothing I could send out to the folks at PSA if I wanted to. I've yet to do that yet. I'm still waiting to pull the trigger off of that one, but here, we'll give it a shot here. We have 36 packs, 15 cards, and 3 puzzle pieces. I don't know. I doubt if I'm going to put the puzzle together. That's just not my thing. But maybe I'll do it, when I have some spare time. So let's go ahead and give it a shot here. Nice blue wrapping here. Oh my goodness, these are going to be a little bit tougher than the Score 91s. Score 91s were pretty easy to open up. So, all right, so we have the puzzle piece right here, number 35. Not too into that. So, all right. So we have. Oh, let me put my hands down so you can actually see the cards. All right, so we have Walt Weiss, Brett Saberhagen, Jeff Gray, Chili Davis, Joey Cora, Rafael Palmeiro, Kirk Gibson, Otis Nixon, Mark Wohlers. I wanted to say Wahlberg so bad. Good old Marky Mark from the 90s. Oh man, I saw him in that Uncharted movie last year. Boy, was that pretty bad. Marquise Grissom, Sean Helagas, Kelly Gruber, Ken Griffey Jr. already in the very first pack. We have a Ken Griffey Jr. All right, and a Kent Merker. That's an excellent way to start off here. I'll put the Ken Griffey right there. I know my little crappy camera is not going to keep it in focus, but at least we know between you and I that Ken Griffey Jr. is right there. He'll So right there, not a bad way to start off this box break here. So that's pretty cool. All right, we got a little bit of dust there. Huh? Oh, we got. Anyway, we'll just get there. All right, so we have Pat Lennon, Heathcliff Slocum, Rob Murphy, Stan Javier, Mike Gallego, Kevin Elster, Luis Soho, Glenn Braggs, Henry Cotto, Travis Fryman, Greg Myers, Rick Cerrone, Eddie Tobin C., Kevin Morton, and I guess Bryn Smith. I apologize if I keep bumping the camera there, folks. It's right here, right in front of me, and I'm trying like right behind my hand. So you know when I'm trying to open these cards, my arms will bump into them. I'll have a better setup in the future, folks. So just be patient. That's all good. All right, another puzzle piece there. I wonder if there's any other random inserts. I honestly don't know, but we'll see. All right, so we have Denny Tartabull, Barry Larkin, Hal Morris, Todd Sotomayor, Terry Mulholland, Jimmy Jones, Alonzo Powell, Junior Felix, John Barfield, Robin Yount, Greg Hibbard, Mike Fielder, and John Franco, Alex Fernandez, and Matt Marullo. All right, not bad. Wonder if we're gonna run into any error cards. I don't even know if there's any error cards for Donruss Baseball. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll look for them in the future during my off time. All right, let's get rid of that. Oh, we got a rated rookie. That's pretty cool. All right, we have Terry Green, Norm Charlton, Benito Santiago, Tim Wallach, Bob Walk, Chris James, Dan Pasqua, Bill Gullickson, Ken Caminiti, Willie McGee, Brian Barnes, Greg Olson, Chuck Krim, Gary Gaetti, and the star rookie is Dave Nilsson. Well, I'm not too familiar with that guy, not even when I used to watch baseball, but that's okay. Alright, so Charles Nagy, Dwayne Ward, Ricky Henderson. Alright, that's not a bad one to put off to the side there. He was quite the guy back then. Len Lancaster, Scott Bales, Ray Langford, Kyle Daniels, Mike Remlinger, Juan Gonzalez, Brian McBray, Jeff Treadway, Jesse Barfield, Daryl Kyle, Kelly Downs, and Jim Eisenreich. Oh, I forgot to put the puzzle piece off to the side there. I mean, what does a puzzle even make? Who knows? I might take a photo of it and post it somewhere on the web out there. I don't know. We'll see. All right, Rick Honeycutt, Reggie Jefferson, Will Clark, Vince Coleman. Oh, we got a checklist. Bill Landrum, Lenny Harris, Bob Melvin, Kevin Tapani, Felix Furman, Bob Welch, Scott Kamenicki, Mike Morgan, Juan Berenger, Doug Drabeck. Well, so far so good. I don't think we've run into any significant number of doubles, which I tell you, back in the day when I used to be in the Topps world and Upper Deck, there were times where I'd buy just even a couple of packs, and even with those 2 packs, I'd have a significant amount of doubles, and it was quite frustrating for a young man of 16. Oh, looks like we got something here. The Donruss Diamond King, George Bell, left field. So that's pretty cool. We'll go ahead and put that down here. So we do have some inserts here. All right, Bob Walk, Chris James. Looks like I spoke too silly about doubles. Dan Pasqua, Matt Williams, Brett Saberhagen, Jeff Gray, Chili Davis, Joey Cora, I apologize, Rafael Palmero, Kirk Gibson, Otis Nixon, Jeff Reardon, Brian Harper, and Craig Biggio. All right. We're just about done with this first stack here. I know I keep hitting it with my hands here. It's getting a little bit easier to open up these packs here. So, all right. We have Mike Gardner, Mike Jeff Coat. All right. Bernie Williams, Mike Moore, Scott Ruskin, Rich Rodriguez, Gilberto Reyes, Todd Froworth, Orlando Merced, Scott Bankhead, Ruben Sierra, Chris Haney, Ron Gant, Shane Mack, and Lloyd McClendon. That last name sounds familiar. I think it was that same last name as that lady that was on Reno 911. I think she's Wendy McClendon Covey or something like that. And I think she's on the Goldbergs. So she's had a pretty nice career. Enjoyed her work. Alright, let's see. Here we go. We have Jack Morris, Randy Milligan, Scott Sanderson, Milt Cutler, Terry Pendleton, Barry Bonds, and Oral Hershiser, Mike Flanagan, Bob Tewksbury, Cecil Fielder, Wade Boggs, Luis Salazar, Chris Hoyles, Jeff Blauser, and Felix Jose. Alright, so that was the first stack. Funny story. I keep wanting to say Jeff Boogs. And I think that's because lately there's a character on the WWE who goes by the name of Boogs. An absolute, I hate to say it, a clown of a character. And so that's all I think of nowadays when I see Wade Boggs' name. So I'll try my best not to have that faux pas. So. And just to answer you guys' question, I know it's on the top of your minds. Yes, I do watch wrestling. So, oh, looks like we got another Diamond King. We have David Justice. Look at that, 2 Diamond Kings. That is quite awesome. I'm going to move this up here because I want a place to rest my hand. All right, Tom Browning, Jeff Russell, another Ken Griffey Jr. Look at that. Look at that. That's a double I'm happy we have. Kent Merker, Tommy Green, Norm Charlton, Benito Santiago, Tim Wallach, Will Cordero, Charlie LeBrant, Pat Combs, Charlie Howe, Jeff Brantley, and Kevin McReynolds. Cool thing about what we're seeing so far is nothing to the level of silly photos like we saw with Albert Bell. That one, I think after I recorded that video, I still laughed for quite a while. It just looked like somebody just threw the guy against the wall on that 91 score opening. That just, I don't know why that tickled me, but it did. So, alright, so we have Oral Hershiser, Mike Flanagan, Bob Tewksbury, Cecil Fielder, Wade Boggs, Luis Salazar, Chris Hoyles, Jeff Blauser, Felix Jose, Mark Gardner, Roger Clemens, I think that's the first time we saw him, Mel Hall, Mike Henneman, Sid Bream, Randy Johnson. I like that guy. He's a heck of a ball player. I'll put him down here. And Eddie Zosky. So that's pretty cool so far. Man, I remember that video, and every once in a while I look it up on YouTube where Randy Johnson threw that pitch where a bird happened to be just crossing the path, ill-fated, and the bird just exploded. And if you've never seen that, by all means, go on YouTube or Google or wherever and just look up Randy Johnson. It's bird, and there's plenty of videos out there, but that bird, all you see is just a absolute explosion of feathers. It was. I feel sad for the bird, but it's just a comedic moment. It's comedic gold. All right, Paul Assenmacher, another Ken Griffey Jr. Goodness gracious, this is a different one. I guess that was the All-Star game, and so wow. Chris Nabolts, Joe Girardi, Jose De Leon, Ken Raymer, Mackie Sasser, Joe Oliver, Thomas Howard, Andy Ashby, Frank Seminara, Mike McFarland, Lance Parrish, Tim Tufel, and Mike Boddicker. Okay, hold on a second. I have to get a quick drink. And one thing I'm learning here is when you're doing a video like this, you don't put your drink on the other side of the room. So it makes things quite awkward when you're trying to reach for your drink. Anyway, on and on we go. I'm going to have a whole collection of puzzle pieces by the time I open up all of these boxes. And I wonder what the secondary market is for puzzle pieces. Like if you have a person who really, really needs piece number 35, that would be quite the event. All right, Jeff Reardon, Brian Harper, Craig Biggio, Tom Browning, John Candelaria. I wanted to say Candelabra. That would not be right. Jay Buhner, Kevin Brown, Frank Tanana, Terry Steinbach, David Cohn, Wade Boggs, All-Star, Will Cordero, Charlie LeBrant, Pat Combs, and Charlie Howe. Yeah, I could see on eBay a bidding war for a 1992 Donruss puzzle piece. That would, if you ever see a puzzle piece being sold for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, that should be an immediate red flag for money laundering. Just want to put that out there to the world. Don't fall for that hype. All right, DJ Dozier, Steve Decker, Russ Swan, Paul Gibson, Dave Henderson, Pedro Munoz, Scott Radinsky, Darren Jackson, Lou Whitaker, Sam Horn, Al Newman. Oh, a couple of upside down cards. Lovely. Leo Gomez, Greg Gagne, Roger, Sockeld, and we have a checklist. Wow, I think that's the first one I've run into so far where the cards were upside down. Hopefully we don't run into that too often here. That becomes quite the annoyance. And if you are hearing random beeps, that's just my phone letting me know that I'm receiving an email or notification, possibly from the missus. But we're doing this, and I'll get to that afterwards. Anyway, all right. So Mark Gardner, Roger Clemens again, Mel Hall, Mike Henneman, Sid Bream, Randy Johnson. We'll put another Randy Johnson there. That's perfectly fine. Eddie Zosky, Kevin Moss, Bobby Ojeda, Brian Hunter, Ellis Burks, Harold Reynolds, and Roberto Alomar, Rick Wilkins, and Tom Pagnozzi. Catcher for the Cardinals. Enjoyed watching him as a young man. Okay. Still no Cal Ripken autograph card. Like I said, it's not really expected. I have no idea if it's even plausible, or like I said. But we're just going to have some fun here and open this bad boy up. Jim Abbott, for those of you that didn't know, he only has one hand, which is why he carries the glove like that. So basically, after he pitches, he puts the glove in his pitching hand. And I've watched a few games with him, and he's done a commendable job doing that. Very good. Carlos Baerga, Don Paul, Greg Harris, Juan Samuel, John Olerud, John Morris, Bobby Rose, Mickey Tettleton, Jeff Robinson, B.J. Surhoff, Paul O'Neill, Alvin Davis, Dwayne Henry, and Chris Sabo. All right. I think it's amazing how these cards have been able to last, you know, was it 30 plus years. It's just amazing. All right, Bill Landrum, Lenny Harris, Bob Melvin, Kevin Tapani, Felix Furman, Bob Welch, Scott Kamenicki, Mike Morgan, Jeff Berenger, Doug Drabeck, Jack Morris, Randy Milligan, Scott Sanderson, Milt Cutler, Terry Pendleton, and another Barry Bonds. I haven't seen a Deion Sanders. I wonder if he's in Series 2. Or a Nolan Ryan, or a Mark McGuire, or Jose Canseco. That's quite interesting. But we'll see. I'll open the Series 2 possibly in the next video, and then we'll see if all those guys are in there. Like I said, I bought I hate to admit this, I think it was about 4 or 5 of the Series 2. The store had a couple of the Series 1 and a few of the Series 2, and I just went, hey, I'll go ahead and take them all. I was having a moment of weakness, but hey, it is what it is. All right, Larry Walker, Tony Pena, Brian Harvey, Nolan Ryan. There we go. We have a Nolan Ryan. Okay, Pedro Guerrero. I don't know why I wanted to say Jose Oquendo. Alan Trammell, Jack Clark, Mike Harkey, Dennis Rasmussen, Tom Gordon, Chuck Finley, Billy Swift, Brett Main, Jose Vizcano, and Barry Jones. All right. So far we have 2 Diamond Kings and a couple of the good players. So we are halfway through the box here, folks, and we are 22 minutes in this particular video. So it's a little bit faster, I believe, from the other unboxing I did, and I presume over time I'll even get better. But this is a whole lot of fun. I really enjoy doing these, and so if you guys like what you saw, I'm just gonna say it again. You can always hit the like button. You can always hit the subscribe button. Help out the channel. Just doing this for fun, out of my own pocket. I just go to the local stores and try to support the stores in my area. In fact, where I particularly live, in Atlanta, we only have a few stores, and the one nearest me, I just stumbled across. And when I went in there, I asked him, I said, well, how long have you been open? And he said, oh, about a year. And where I live, I mean, we really don't have very much in regards to hobby stores or whatever. And so since then, I've pretty much tried to support them as much as I can, as measly as I can over the past few weeks. And I'll just buy some cards. And like I said, I bought these while I was in Chattanooga. They had quite a few stores up there, but this one, you know, had some older cases for reasonable prices. I'm trying my best to avoid spending hundreds of dollars for a case of cards. Maybe if the channel grows or what have you, and the demand is large enough, I'll get something a little bit bigger. But you know, we'll see. And like I said, I open up all kind of retro cards. Right now I'm in the baseball phase, but I also have some basketball. I also have some football. I don't have any hockey. If folks would like to see me open some old hockey packs, let me know, and I'll go out there and get some. But I also plan on opening up some Star Trek, possibly some Star Wars, you know, some other old stuff out there I saw Star Trek Next Generation. I saw Star Trek Deep Space Nine. So I'm just gonna, just open up just random different things. I'm into all those things. I'm into sports. I'm into a lot of the geek culture out there, and so I just get a kick out of seeing this, and I just want to share this with you guys. And also, as well, I will be opening up decks of Pokemon cards, probably the ETBs as they come out. My boys love Pokemon, and they're constantly. I'm constantly buying for them, on different occasions. So chances are I can buy another pack or two and open up for this channel. So anyway, like I said, we have another half of case to open up here, and we'll finish this out. Looks like we have another Diamond King, which I'm not going to complain. We have Cal Ripken, a Diamond King, and it's not autographed, but you know what? It's looking pretty darn good. I can work with that. So so that works for me. What a way to start off the second half of the case here. So we have Mark Grace, Jeff Johnson, John Smiley, Mark Whiten, Greg Olson, Pat Borders, Greg Jeffries, Tim Burke, Scott Luce, Jack McDowell, Ivan Rodriguez, Mark Gubbix, Dennis Martinez, and Tommy Green. Wow, this is turning out to be quite the adventure. I have no idea. I presume these cards are for a couple of dollars, but I have no idea if I hit the major mother load or anything. I don't know. I'll look them up afterwards, so we'll see. Okay, so we have Todd Frowith, Orlando Merced, Scott Bankhead, Ruben Sierra, Chris Haney, Ron Gant, Jose Oquendo. That's the name I wanted to say earlier. He's a Cardinal. I forgot all about that. Alright, Rene Gonzalez, D.J. Joser, Steve Decker, Russ Swan, Scott Bales, Ray Langford, Cal Daniels, and Mike Remlinger. I tell you what, that Diamond King, the Cal Ripken, looks quite awesome. Man, I don't know if that is the one that's supposed to be autographed, but that would have been just a heck of a find off my first case to have gotten a autographed Cal Ripken. That would have just made my day. Oh well. So, all right. So we have Jose Rijo, Dave Rigetti, Randy Reddy, Joe Klink, Ed Sprague, Gary Sheffield, Steve Finley, Luis Gonzalez, Mark Lewis, Ricky Henderson. Didn't I have his? Right there. All right, Jimmy Key, Greg Vaughn, Ozzie Guillen, Devon White, and Steve Bedrosian. All right, gonna power through this here. And this is the main reason why I'm not opening up multiple cases, because I don't know if I can handle doing this for hours. This becomes quite a bit of an endeavor, but we'll maybe one day, maybe I'll do a live stream, and maybe in a few weeks or a year or so, and have a lot of fun here. But if that were the case, I definitely need you guys to like and subscribe, so I know you guys want to see something like this, so I can do this, put time aside for a live stream. All right, Brian Holman, Joel Skinner. I wanted to say Stinker. Joel Skinner, Bud Black, Casey Kendall, Pete O'Brien, Tim Belcher, Walt Weiss, Hubie Brooks, Jeff Robinson, Andre Dawson. I think that's the first time I've seen that one. Joey Cora, Dick Schofield, heck of a name, Juan Augusto, Tommy Green, and Robin Ventura. That reminds me of if anybody out there ever watched a show called Supernatural. My family and I are huge fans of that show, at least the earlier seasons. But I think it was season 7 or 8 where the main antagonist went by the name of Dick Roman, and I think they went out of their way to say his name over and over. And I've theorized that at some point in time, the writers were given complaints that they were saying the word Dick too often in previous seasons, and so they went out of their way to create the bad guy and give him that name so they could say it as often as possible. That's my theory, but if anybody remembers that season, post the comments below. It was a crazy season. All right, Kevin Moss, Bobby Ojeda, Brian Hunter, Ellis Burks, Harold Reynolds, Robert Alomar, Rick Wilkins, Tom Pagnozzi, Larry Walker, Tony Pena, Brian Harvey, Nolan Ryan. We got another Nolan Ryan. I was surprised, like I saw him the first time. Pedro Guerrero, Alan Trammell, Jack Clark, and Mike Harkey. Folks, I'm getting old. There are times where I literally forget something that's happened 2 seconds after it's happened. So, it's a little embarrassing, but it is what it is. As you can see, my little Xbox controller is over here. I'm gonna move that out of the way. So, and it's even funnier because I really don't play the Xbox very often. I'm kind of more of a PlayStation guy, but I do have an Xbox, and I play it occasionally. But I am not too much of a online gamer. I just play occasionally, just for the fun of it. All right. We have Mark Eichhorn, Liz Polonia, John Burkett, Julio Machado, Lance Johnson, Jose Guzman, Cecil Fielder, Craig Lefferts, Brian Downing, Chris Hammond, Dean Palmer, Danny Tartabull, Barry Larkin, Hal Morris, and Todd Stottlemyre. Slowly but surely getting to the end there, folks. We have a few more cases in this particular stack, and we'll see where it goes. Alright, we have Chris Carpenter, Sean Hilligus, Kelly Gruber, Cal Ripken. Alright, we'll put that here. I don't think we got him earlier. We did get the Diamond King, but we have his actual card. It looks like it's All-Star card, so we don't have the regular card just yet. But you know what? So far, this has been an fun pack to open, and I'm really not regretting making my purchase a few weeks ago. Dave Smith, Greg Harris, Norm Charlton, Greg DeCenzo, John Habian, Mock Rollers, Rob Dibble, Roberto Kelly, Ken Caminiti, Willie McGee, and Mark Davis. Still no Albert Bell. Sorry, I hit my little. I'm making all kinds of noise. That was a flashlight that hit the floor, but I'm just bumping into everything today. It's been one of those days. All right, Dennis Rasmussen, Tom Gordon, Chuck Finley, Billy Swift, Brent Main, Jose Viscano, Barry Jones, Paul Assenmacher, Ken Griffey Jr., another Ken Griffey Jr. All right, so we have 4 Ken Griffey Jr. cards out of this out of this whole box. That's pretty cool. Chris Napoltz, Joe Girardi, Jose De Leon, Ken Reimer, Mackie Sasser, Rich Rodriguez, and Gilberto Reyes. So, I think the most popular player at the time was Ken Griffey, so 4 cards with him. That's quite the... And then with all of these Diamond Kings. Maybe if we can get a Diamond King with Ken Griffey Jr., that'll be the trifecta there. that would definitely be a step in the right direction. All right. Sorry, that was my tablet letting me know more stuff. All right, Terry Mulholland, Jimmy Jones, Alonzo Powell, Junior Felix, John Barfield, Robin Yount, Greg Hibbard, Mike Fielder, John Franco, Alex Fernandez, Matt Marullo, Rick Honeycutt, Reggie Jefferson, Will Clark, and Vince Coleman. All right, we are down to the final stack here. Whoa, 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 whoa. See? What did I tell you? It was an earthquake. Yeah, I'll probably find another rig, another way to do this, because I could definitely see this happening more and more often. But you know what? It's all part of the fun. I'm sitting here just bumping into everything. So, all right. So we're down to our last. I think was it one? I think last 9 stacks. I think this is the coolest part of the older wax packs, if you will, is that you got 36 packs of cards with a lot of cards in them, and so you can have a pretty good time doing this. Where I see now, a pack nowadays you're lucky to have 5 or 6, and box will have 6 packs. So I mean, I don't know. I know I'm getting old, but and then they want to charge you $20 just for that, or $50 or $100, and it just I don't get the level of fun as I'm doing now. So I hope you guys are having a lot of fun watching me do this, make a fool of myself, and it's all good. I go out and just trying to have a little bit of fun, trying to claim to my youth a little bit. All right, so we're down to 9 packs. Nine more chances for a Cal Ripken autograph, at least with this box, and we'll see what happens. All right, Jody Reed, Rafael Belliard, Gary Gaetti, Otis Nixon, Bob Walk, Chris James, Dave Winfield, Gary Reedus, Jay Buhner, Kevin Brown, Ivan Calderon, Otis Nixon, Bob Milacki, Wade Boggs, and Jeff Reardon. So, just so you know, we're down to 8 packs, and I promise you that if I do run into the Cal Ripken autograph, there might be a good chance I will knock over the camera in my excitement. So I've already hit it multiple times just off of just opening up these packs, and it was. All right, let's see what we have here. All right, Juan Gonzalez, Brian McRae, Jeff Treadway, Jesse Barfield, Darryl Kyle, Kelly Downs, Jim Eisenreich, Mike Gardner, Jeff Coate. I'm sorry, I keep getting his name wrong. Bernie Williams, Mike Moore, Scott Ruskin, Rich Rodriguez, Gilberto Reyes, and an upside down card with Ted Froworth. All right. Fixing my mic here. All right. That's a heck of a puzzle piece with a nice big smile. All right, Mark Portugal. I'm just gonna say his name all wrong. Ricky Henderson. Let's put that here with the other one. Darren Dalton, Sandy Alomar, Checklist, Jack Morris, Alex Cole, Dave Stewart, John Kruk, Pete Harnish, Todd Van Poppel, Jose Lind. I'm just gonna put that off to the side, just off the rare chance it could be an error card. That's kind of gonna be my. I don't know if it's my thing, but that's gonna be a common thing if I run into his card. I'm just gonna put it off to the side, see if it's an error card. That seemed to be a going thing. I think I saw on the website like his name was just constantly being his always had error cards. I guess his birthday was listed wrong or something like that. That's too funny. And then for money laundering, people were paying $300,000 for the card. So it's quite humorous. All right, we have Brian Harper, Craig Biggio, George Bell, Mike Pagliarulo. Say that slowly. Don Paul, Greg Harris, Andy Allenson, Cal Ripken, another Cal Ripken. All right, I'll put that there. Checklist: Will Cordero, Charlie LeBrant, Pat Combs, Charlie Howe, Jeff Gray, and Lenny Dykstra. I think that's the first one I've seen of that one in this pack. Oh no! I swear I didn't bump into it this time, folks. I don't know what's going on. My tripod has just decided it didn't want to try anymore. So I promise I'll try and figure a better solution so we don't run into these camera mishaps in the future. All right. So we have Orlando Merced, Scott Bankhead, Ruben Sierra, Chris Haney, Ron Gant, Shane Mack, Lloyd McClendon, DJ Joser, Steve Decker, Russ Swan, Paul Gibson, Dave Henderson, Pedro Munoz, Scott Radinsky, and Darren Jackson. Not to be confused with the other Darren Jackson. I don't know. I just had to say something. That was a thought that popped in my head. I don't know what that meant. I say random things like that. You can ask my family. I'm always saying something weird. Somebody will make a statement and immediately I'll make a quote from a movie or a TV show. All right. Pete Harnish, Todd Van Poppel, Jose Lynn, another Jose Lynn. Got to make sure it's not an error. Rod Nichols, Leo Gomez, Greg Gagne, Roger Salkel, Checklist, Bill Landrum, Lenny Harris, Bob Melvin, Kevin Tapani, Felix Furman, Bob Welch, and Scott Kamenicki. So, all right, we're down to our last 3 packs. What are the odds that we're going to have an autographed Cal Ripken? I want to look at this one again. This one was really cool. I'm going to have to put that in a, not necessarily a top loader, but something. And I might have that one graded. It's looking pretty nice. It's looking pretty clean there. Looking at the edges and everything. It's not looking too bad. So I'll have that one. Might even be one of my first ones I'll ever submit to the folks at PSA, just to get an idea of how their grading works. Because I've looked at 6s and 7s and 10s, and some are more obvious than others as far as how different they are. All right, so we're down to the last 3. Let's see what we got here. Looks like we do have a Diamond King here. All right, we have a Julio Franco. All right, we're going to move Randy Johnson out of the way and put Julio Franco right there. And I'll put Randy right there. Actually, I'm going to put Randy up here. So we have 4 Diamond Kings. We have David Justice, we have George Bell, we have Cal Ripken, and we have Julio Franco. Not bad at all. Okay, Casey Candell, Gerald Clark, Marquise Grissom, Jeff Ballard, Gary Ritas, Jay Buhner, Kevin Brown, Ivan Calderon, Otis Nixon, Bob Malecki, Rick Aguilera, Kenny Lofton, Robin Ventura, and Luis Rivera. All right. So we're down to the final 2. Final 2 packs, folks. Let's see what we got. Will we get another Diamond King? Will we get an autograph? We'll see. Lou Whitaker, Sam Horn, Al Newman, Jay Howell, Chuck Knobloch, Randy Van Slyke, Bernard Gilkey, Brett Butler, John Ramos, Jose De Jesus, Bill Doran, Edgar Martinez, Kevin Gross, Sandy Alomar, and a checklist. I think most of those guys we did not get at all in this opening here, so that's quite cool. So we're down to the last one. I don't even know what the final pack of this journey, incredible journey. We got a few Ken Griffey's, got a couple of Ricky Hendersons, some Randy Johnsons, some Jose Lins. That's the most valuable of all the cards. We have some Nolan Ryans and some Cal Ripken's regular cards, and then we have 4 Diamond Kings: David Justice, George Bell, Julio Franco, and Cal Ripken. Let's see what this last pack will give us. Alright, we're going to get rid of the puzzle piece. I'm not even going to look at the back to see if it's a Diamond King. I highly doubt it is, but we'll find out. Alright, Mike Morgan, John Berenger, Doug Drabeck, a checklist, Randy Milligan, Scott Sanderson, Milt Cutler, Terry Pendleton, Barry Bonds, not bad, Oral Hershiser, Mike Flanagan, Bob Tewksbury, Cecil Fielder, Wade Boggs, and the last card, Jack Morris. So, no autograph. Now I'm thinking of Nickelback. No autograph. Well, they say photograph, but for some reason the words just intermingled in my head. But no Cal Ripken autograph. This is what we got. But you know what? I'm quite satisfied with my first ever opening of a Donruss pack of cards. And I did 36 of them off a case of Series 1. This was pretty cool. I had a lot of fun here. I can't complain at all. In fact, I'm looking forward to opening up the other packs over the next few weeks, months or so. I will probably open up a case of the Series 2 in the near future, and probably in the next week or so, and we'll see how that goes. And then maybe over the next couple of months, I'll open up another Series 1 as time goes on. But I don't have really a set plan of what I plan to open. I do know a lot of folks do the Series 1 and Series 2 and what have you. So I'll open up a Series 1 and Series 2. I did open up a Score Series 1, so I'll open up a Score Series 2 for, I think, 1991 or 1992. And then I'll possibly open up an Upper Deck series, a high or low series. I think the high ones are cheaper than the low ones. I don't know. But I'll probably move on to some of the other sports. I do have a hoops basketball box. I also have an Upper Deck basketball. And I have some football, Upper Deck football coming my way. And I'll probably grab a few other brands as well. I think there's some Fleer or what have you. Everything's getting so expensive nowadays. So I'm trying to keep things down to a relatively modest amount. I also have some other ones I'm planning to open, like I said, possibly Star Trek, Star Wars. I do have a box of that comic ball from Upper Deck where they intermingled baseball and Looney Tunes characters. So something a little bit fun, and like I said, I do plan on opening up some Pokemon cards as well. So it's just something, that goes along with the hobby, something a lot of fun here. And we'll see how it goes. But we've hit just about at the 50-minute mark. I don't want to keep you guys here too long. And just want to let you guys know, what did you guys think of this opening? Did you think it was pretty cool? What was the favorite card you liked me pulling? Was it any of these that you see here on my desk, or was it, you know, Greg Gagne that I or a Cecil Fielder or anything else out there? Let me know. Post in the comments below. And like I said, if you want to see more of these case openings, these box breaks, or whatever you want to call them, always feel free to hit the subscribe button. Like I said, I'm going to try and post once a week. I can't do this too often. My bank account won't support it. But you can always subscribe and just help me grow as a channel. And like I said, we'll just go through this journey together. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.